Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel, Movie Date with Kate. Thank you for being here tonight as I'm about to watch one of the most anticipated psychological thrillers I could think of for the channel. It is Stanley Kubrick's The Shining, and I know it stars Jack Nicholson, of course, who I imagine he's going to be a little bit psychotic because the poster for the film is his face through a wooden door. So I'm expecting the movie to be disturbing, maybe a bit cold in tone. I have seen the clip of the two girls, the two twins, in the corridor, and it looks very 70s from my memory. The carpet, the wallpaper, quite heavily 70s influence. So I think it's going to be unsettling, but quite a wild ride, and it's going to keep me tense, I think. I might have to sleep with the lanterns on tonight. I do think it's going to be a little bit frightening, but it's a movie I must see in my lifetime, so I'm pleased to be watching it for the channel. And please don't forget to subscribe to the channel and like the video. Alright, let's start the film. Don't like this, it feels like a car chase and we're in a helicopter. Maybe it's the psycho on the loose. Nice scenery though. If a totally different song was playing, it would be relaxing. But alas, no, we've got these trumpets. Where are they going? Based upon the novel by Stephen King. I should like to read the novel someday. Big place. Really in the middle of nowhere. Ooh, the interview. Here's our boy.
Hi, I've got an appointment with Mr. Allman. My name's Jack Torrance.
First door on the left.
Thank you. Mr. Allman?
Yes?
I'm Jack Torrance.
Come on in, Jack. Very nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you, Mr. Allman.
Having any trouble finding it?
I made the trip in 3.5 hours.
Wow, that's a very good time.
Oh, I hope if he gets the job, he'll be staying the night there. Can you imagine that commute?
Mom, do you really want to go and live in that hotel for the winter?
Sure I do. It'll be lots of fun.
I guess so. There's hardly anybody to play with around here. I don't want to go there, Mrs. Torrance.
Well, how come you don't want to go?
I just don't.
Let's just wait and see. We're all going to have a real good time.
Something tells me they will not have a really good time.
Going to take care of the overlook for us this winter. Jack is a school teacher.
Formerly a school teacher.
What line of work are you in now?
I'm a writer. Teaching's been a way of making ends meet.
Well, this ought to be quite a change for you.
I'm looking for a change.
Our season here runs to October 30th. Then we close down completely until the following May.
Do you mind if I ask why you do that? The skiing up here would be fantastic.
Problem is the enormous cost it would be to keep the road open. It's a 25-mile stretch of road, 20 feet of snow during the winter, and
Okay, so they get cut off from everybody during winter. Ooh.
did they give you any idea in Denver about the job entails?
Only in a very general way.
The basic idea is to cope with the damage and depreciation which can occur. Running the boiler, heating different parts of the hotel, repairing damage as it occurs.
Well, that sounds fine to me.
It's not a very demanding job. The only thing that can get a bit trying up here, tremendous sense of isolation.
Well, that just happens to be exactly what I'm looking for.
Yeah, it's funny, isn't it? Some people would hate that and some people long for that. They'd pay the hotel manager to stay there alone for months.
For some people, solitude and isolation can of itself become a problem.
Not for me.
He says that now. If he's left alone for too long, will he go nut job?
Well, before I turn you over to Bill, there's one other thing I think we should talk about. It. Been known to give a few people second thoughts about the job.
I'm intrigued.
I don't suppose they told you anything in Denver about the tragedy we had up here?
I don't believe they did.
Hired a man named Charles Grady, and he came up here with his wife and 2 little girls, I think. And he had a good employment record. He seemed like a completely normal individual. But at some point, he must have suffered a complete mental breakdown. He killed his family with an axe, stacked them neatly in one of the rooms, and then he put both barrels of a shotgun in his mouth.
Jack doesn't even seem that bothered.
Well, that is quite a story.
Yeah, it is.
You can rest assured, Mr. Ullman, that's not going to happen with me. And,
When he smiles like that, we believe him, but his eyebrows tell a totally different story.
Do you think Dad'll get the job? He already did. He's gonna phone Wendy up in a few minutes to tell her.
That kid's talking to his finger again.
Hello?
Hi, babe. Beautiful place. You and Danny are going to love it.
Tony, why don't you want to go to the hotel? Don't want to.
Tsunami of blood. Oh, can the son see the girls? Can the son see what's going on? And that's why he doesn't want to go. They're trying to communicate with the boy.
Now, Danny, when you were brushing your teeth, do you remember anything at all strange?
No?
Do you remember when you were brushing your teeth?
Yes?
What's the next thing you remember?
And I was saying, wake up, wake up.
Can you remember what you were doing before you started brushing your teeth?
Talking to Tony.
Is Tony one of your animals?
No, he's a little bit that lives in my mouth.
Could I see Tony?
No,
Why not?
because he hides.
Oh, it's so perturbing.
Does Tony ever tell you to do things?
I don't want to talk about Tony anymore.
That's fine.
She's all smiles, but in her head she's like, freaky, freaky.
I don't think you have anything to worry about. I'm quite sure there's nothing wrong with Danny.
He seems absolutely fine now.
Kids can scare you to death. These episodes are not at all uncommon. They're brought on by emotional factors, and they rarely occur again. They're more akin to auto-hypnosis, a kind of self-induced trance. Did the appearance of Danny's friend happen to coincide with your arrival here?
No. Then he started talking to Tony about the time we put him in nursery school.
Did he adjust well to school?
No. And then he had an injury.
What sort of injury?
He dislocated his shoulder. Just one of those things, you know, purely an accident. My husband had been drinking and grabbed his arm, you know. It's just the sort of thing you do 100 times with a child.
No, honey, not strong enough to dislocate their shoulder.
On this particular occasion, my husband just used too much strength and he injured Danny's arm.
How can she say that? Smiling. Yeah, the doctor's like,
All because he said, I'm never going to touch another drop. And if I do, you can leave me. And he hasn't had any alcohol in 5 months.
closing day. Oh my god, this mother is Delulu. Sad, really. So the child has an imaginary friend since the dad messed up his shoulder. Oof, everybody's so messed up.
We must really be high up. The air feels so different. Wasn't it around here that the Donner Party got snowbound?
What was the Donner Party?
They were a party of settlers. They had to resort to cannibalism to stay alive.
Oh, how appropriate.
They had to.
Jack.
Don't worry, Mom. I know all about cannibalism. I saw it on TV.
It's okay. I saw it on the television.
This family. I feel like I'm going to be quite judgy in this film. I don't mean to be, but it's hard not to be.
Good morning, Jack. Hope you haven't been waiting too long. Is your family having a look around?
Son's discovered the games room.
I suggest we go have a quick look at your apartment and then get started. This is our Colorado lounge.
This place is fantastic.
Sure is.
Are all these Indian designs authentic?
Mainly on Navajo and Apache motifs.
Well, they're really gorgeous. Probably the most gorgeous hotel I've ever seen.
In its heyday, it was one of the stopping places for the jet set. We had 4 presidents who stayed here. Lots of movie stars. All the best people.
Oh, the music. Oh, I did not like that camera zoom in. Oh my god. Oh, yes, bye. Walk out the door. Oh my god. Oh, my heart. So I'm wondering if it's only the boy who can see them.
Here are your quarters. Living room, bedroom, bathroom.
Perfect.
I wonder if this is the same apartment that family stayed in where they got murdered.
Place is very nicely self-contained.
Cozy.
You have the rest of the hotel to move around in.
Well, it's very, homey.
I mean, it would be amazing to stay there, wouldn't it, for months with all that space. Without the twin girls, it would be perfect.
The site is supposed to be located on an Indian burial ground.
An Indian burial ground. That adds a lot to the mix. Oof.
This is our gold ballroom. We can accommodate up to 300 people here.
In the middle of nowhere, all that space and all that luxury.
We always remove all the booze from the premises when we shut down.
We don't drink.
Well, then you're in luck. This is Dick Halloran, our head chef.
How do you folks like our hotel so far?
Oh, it's just wonderful. Hi, Danny.
I found him outside.
Did you get tired of bombing the universe?
I think it'd be a good idea if you could show Mrs. Torrance the kitchen.
It'd be a pleasure. Right this way, Mrs. Torrance.
Great.
Everything's so organised and calm and fine. I just know it's going to be flipped on its head later.
God, this is the kitchen, huh?
How do you like it, Danny? Is it big enough for you?
Yeah.
Yeah, this whole place is such an enormous maze.
Don't let it get you down, Mrs. Torrance. Right here is our walk-in freezer. 15 rib roasts, 12 turkeys, about 40 chickens, and 20 legs of lamb. You like lamb, Doc?
No.
Well, what's your favorite food, then?
French fries and ketchup.
Just knowing all that meat's in there and it's flesh, you know, we spoke of cannibalism earlier. It's just all...
How'd you know we call him Doc? You called Danny Doc twice just now.
I did?
Yeah.
Well, I guess I probably heard you call him that.
Honestly, don't remember calling him that since we've been with you.
Well, anyway, he looks like a doc, doesn't he? What's up, Doc? Now, this is the story.
Okay, that is disturbing as well. I think there's more to that. Maybe we'll find out later.
We got canned fruits and vegetables, hot and cold cereal.
Oh, there's the music and the camera always gliding.
Got a
Oh
dozen
no,
jugs of
oh,
black
he's going to see the twins
We got
again.
6.
Mentally preparing for it. Oh no.
How'd you like some ice cream, Doc? Sociables, angle rolls. Now we got dried peaches.
What was that? Was that like the guy's inner voice talking to the kid? Or was this all in the boy's head? Oh, I didn't like that at all.
Can we borrow Mrs. Torrance for a few minutes? We're on our way through to the basement.
No problem, Mr. Oven. I was just getting to the ice cream. You folks don't mind if I give Danny some ice cream? I'll be waiting for you.
No, we don't mind.
Good.
Sound good to you, Doc?
Yeah.
What ice cream do you like, Doc?
Chocolate.
Chocolate it shall be. Come on, son.
But he's being so nice to him, so... Oh. What is real, what isn't?
Do you know how I knew your name was Doc? You know what I'm talking about, don't you? When I was a little boy, my grandmother and I could hold conversations without ever opening our mouths. She called it shining. And for a long time, I thought it was just the two of us. But there are other folks, though mostly they don't know it or don't believe it. How long have you been able to do it? Why don't you want to talk about it?
I'm not supposed to.
Who says you ain't supposed to?
Tony.
Oh.
Tony is a little boy that loves my mouth.
Tells you things?
Yes.
How does he tell you things?
It's like I go to sleep and he shows me things. But when I wake up, I can't remember everything.
Does your mom and dad know about Tony?
Yes.
Do they know he tells you things?
No, Tony told me never to tell him.
Has Tony ever told you anything about this place? Now think real hard, Doc. Think.
Drellin, are you scared of this place?
No. It's just that, some places are like people. Some shine and some don't.
And look at the knives in the background. Everything is so subliminal and scary.
Is there something bad here?
Yeah, there is. He knows it.
Well,
Tell him.
Doc, when something happens, it can leave a trace of itself behind. Say, like, if someone burns toast, maybe things that happen leave other kind of traces behind. Not things that anyone can notice, but things that people who shine can see. Sometimes they can see things that happened a long time ago. I think a lot of things happen in this particular hotel over the years. Not all of them was good.
What about room 237?
Room 237?
You're scared of room 237, ain't you?
No, I ain't.
What is in room 237?
There ain't nothing in room 237. So stay out. You understand?
Okay, so he's trying to protect him. There clearly is something in room 237. A month later. All right. I do like the style of the camera angles, how it's all filmed. We're like an observer of everything, not too involved. Perfect place to have a trike. Oh, but I don't like that. The sound. No sound. Oh, everything is so distorted. How nice is that? No one's there, so you can just mince around in your dressing gown. Room service.
Good morning, hon. Your breakfast is ready. It's about 11:30.
30. Jesus.
I guess we've been staying up too late.
I know it. Oh, nice.
What a jammy job. Getting paid all that money just to sleep until 11:30.
Suppose I ought to try to do some writing.
Any ideas yet?
Lots of ideas. No good ones.
Something will come. It's just a matter of settling back into the habit of writing every day.
Yeah, that's all it is.
I can never tell with his character if he's putting on the biggest front.
When we first came up here, I thought it was kind of scary.
I fell in love with it right away. It was as though I'd been here before.
Oh.
It was almost as though I knew what was going to be around every corner.
Oh, I wonder if he has been there before.
You better run fast. Look out. I'm coming in close.
Oh God. Oh no.
Okay.
It's the worst place they could go. I just don't want them to be separated. Okay. What if they get stuck in there and then the sun goes down and they can't get out and no one knows they're there? Oh, is that the maze? What the hell? Oh my god, and the music is so trippy, dreamy.
So pretty.
Wasn't it like Jack was looking at them like he had control over their whole lives? Oh, Tuesday. Oh my goodness. That's the scariest Tuesday I'll ever encounter.
Susan Robertson has been missing 10 days.
There's a missing woman. Will she turn up at the hotel? Oh. Oh God, he's on his trike again. I do like the camera angle. Like, it's unusual for it to be so low, following him. It's just not nice with the music. Oh, sorry. I felt something, a little bit of dust or something. Oh no, 237. Oh. I don't know how much more my heart can take. I wonder if Tony's telling him to go inside. Please be locked. Ah, brilliant. Thank God. Not today. Oh. Ugh. Oh God, are the girls behind the door? Don't like that at all. Yeah, pedal. I would be pedaling fast. just unusual in the film. God, why am I jumping so much?
Weather forecast said it's gonna snow tonight.
What do you want me to do about it?
Why is he so horrible?
Don't be so grouchy.
I'm not being grouchy. I want to finish my work.
Okay, I understand. I'll come back later on with a couple of sandwiches for you, and maybe you'll let me read something then.
Let me explain something to you. Whenever you come in here, you're breaking my concentration. And it will then take me time to get back to where I was. Understand?
Yeah?
I'm in here, that means that I am working. That means don't come in. Why don't you start right now and get the fuck out of here?
Okay.
Jackass. Thursday. I bet his book is a load of crap anyway.
I know you've got
Oh my god, look how snowed in they are. Oh my god. Oh god. I can barely look at him. He's gonna visit me in my dreams, I know it. I can't look away. Blink, Jack. Oh, that was awful. That was awful. Oh, I want to erase it from my brain. What was he looking at that made him look like that? She's trying to call someone. Help, my husband's horrid. But imagine doing that and realising the phones don't work. Like we are, or I am, alone entirely. I don't think they do work. Oh god. Oh, the music gets right into your eardrums, doesn't it? But I still feel a bit protected.
Hello, Danny.
Oh my god, they speak.
Come and play with us. Come and play with us, Danny. Forever. And ever.
They're getting closer. Oh god. Have they gone? Have they gone? Oh my god. They were hacked completely with that axe on the floor. That shining thing he's got is a curse.
Remember what Mr. Halloran said. It's just like pictures in a book. It isn't real.
Monday.
Can I go to my room and get my fire engine?
Not right now. Daddy's asleep. Can't you wait till later?
I won't make a sound. I promise I'll tiptoe.
Oh, I hate looking at
Can I go to my
Jack
room
in the
and get
mirror.
my fire engine?
Come here for a minute first.
God, didn't Stanley Kubrick do such a good job at making this unbearable?
How's it going, Dad?
Okay.
Having a good time?
Yes, Dad.
Good. I want you to have a good time.
His son seems scared of him, you know. I don't blame him.
Dad, do you feel bad?
No. Just a little bit tired.
Then why don't you go to sleep?
I can't. I got too much to do.
Do you like this hotel?
Yeah,
Such an uneasy exchange between them.
I do. I wish we could stay here forever, ever, ever.
You would never hurt Mommy and me, would you?
Whoa.
What do you mean?
He can read his thoughts. Bet you.
Mother ever say that to you? That I would hurt you?
No, Dad.
I love you, Danny. I love you more than anything else in the whole world. Never do anything to hurt you. Never.
Wednesday. Even the carpets look like a maze. It's just a reminder that you're stuck here. Oh, who threw the ball? Oh my god, he's so brave.
Mom!
Oh my god, the door's open. Oh my god. Is it 237? 237, oh my god.
Mom, are you in there?
I dreamed that I killed you and Danny. Cut you up into little pieces. Oh, my God.
Everything's gonna be all right.
Danny, everything's okay. Go play in your room for a while.
He must have seen something awful.
Oh my God. Danny, what happened to your neck? Huh?
He must have done it to himself. Like, who else could have done that?
You did this to him.
Of course she thinks that.
Didn't you? You son of a bitch! Didn't you?
Well, I believe by his face that he didn't, or he doesn't think he did.
Mean.
I mean, angry.
Anything for a drink. My goddamn soul. Just a glass of beer. Hi, Lloyd. A little slow tonight, isn't it?
Yes, it is, Mr. Torrance.
Okay, we've entered crazy.
I just happen to have 2 20s right here in my wallet. You slip me a bottle of bourbon? You're not too busy, are you?
I'm not busy at all.
You set him up and I'll knock him back, Lloyd. White man's burden, Lloyd, my man. How's my credit?
Your credit's fine, Mr. Torrance.
That's swell. I like you, Lloyd. You were always the best of them.
Thank you for saying so. How are things going, Mr. Torrance?
Things could be better, Lloyd.
I hope it's nothing serious.
No, nothing serious. Just a little problem with the sperm bank upstairs.
Women can't live with them, can't live without them.
Words of wisdom, Lloyd. I never laid a hand on him. I didn't. I love the little son of a bitch. I'd do anything for him. Any fucking thing for him. But that bitch, she'll never let me forget what happened. I did hurt him once, okay? An accident. Completely unintentional. Could have happened to anybody. And it was 3 goddamn years ago. A momentary loss of muscular coordination.
Watching this just makes you think, is Jack a normal man? Like Jack Nicholson. I mean, he plays crazy well.
Thank God you're here. There's a crazy woman in one of the rooms. She tried to strangle Danny.
Are you out of your fucking mind?
It's the truth, really. I swear it. Danny told me. He went up into one of the bedrooms and he saw this crazy woman in the bathtub. She tried to strangle him.
Which room was it?
Is it true?
The Rockies is almost impossible. Airports are shut down, stranding highways are
He's
blocked by
dead.
snowdrift.
But he's not in the hotel, is he? Surely he's home. Oh, will he try and communicate with Danny?
Fine. Local beaches should be jammed.
Yeah, he's
Our
definitely
weather
going to
experts
try and
won't
communicate.
nice. We'll have a $1 million.
What's he going to do? I keep thinking, what the hell are we going to see? Oh, God, it's Jack. Why is he there? Is it the wife of the dead family, or is it the woman who went missing? How she's moving, it's like it's a fantasy of his, like it's not real. Oh my God. He has gone crazy. He is imagining all this. God, I hope he's calling the hotel.
Call cannot be completed as dialed. Please call the operator.
What's he going to do? He can't call the police and say, I had a vision, this was happening. Oh my God, that crazy hag. She had like barnacles on her.
Did you find anything?
No, nothing at all.
You went into the room Danny said?
Yes, I did. Absolutely nothing. How is he?
He's still asleep.
I'm sure he'll be himself again in the morning.
Are you sure it was the right room?
He must have gone in that room. The door was open, the lights were on.
What about those bruises on his neck? Somebody did that to him.
Oh my God, is he going to blame her?
He did it to himself.
Oh.
That's not possible.
There is no other explanation.
Oh, poor Danny, what's he seeing now?
Have to get Danny out of here.
He can hear the conversation.
Get him out of here? You mean just leave the hotel? So fucking typical of you to create a problem like this when I am really into my work. I have let you fuck up my life, so but I am not gonna let you fuck this up.
Oh, I'm praying Dick rings the police or something. He knows what's going on.
Good evening, Fire Service.
I'm the head chef up at the Overlook Hotel. I've been trying to make an urgent phone call up there. Phone lines are down.
Yeah, I'm afraid a lot of lines around here are down due to the storm.
But there's a family up there all by themselves with a young kid. I'd sure appreciate it if you'd give them a call on your radio just to see if everything's okay.
Good yet.
I'll be glad to do that, sir.
Good evening, Mr. Torrance. Good evening.
A fabulous venue, though. It's just horrible to think that he's walking there and nothing's there, no one's there.
Good evening, Mr. Torrance. It's good to see you.
It's good to be back, Lloyd.
No charge to you, Mr. Torrance. Your money's no good here. Orders from the house. It's not a matter that concerns you, at least not at this point.
Anything you say, Lloyd.
So sorry, sir. I think the best thing is to come along to the gentleman's room, sir, and we'll get some water to him, sir.
I'm just worried he's going to be washing it, and then it's going to flash to real life and he's washing blood off of him or something.
Now, let's see if we can improve this with a little water, sir. Won't keep you a moment, sir.
Fine. What do they call you around here, Jeevesy?
Grady, sir. Delbert Grady.
Grady?
Yes, sir.
Delbert Grady. Haven't I seen you somewhere before?
I don't believe so.
Mr. Grady, weren't you once the caretaker here?
I don't believe so.
You, married man, are you?
I have a wife and, 2 daughters, sir.
Where are they now?
Somewhere around. I'm not quite sure at the moment, sir.
Mr. Grady, you were the caretaker here. I recognize you. I saw your picture in the newspapers. You, chopped your wife and daughter up into little bits. Then you blew your brains out.
How is he encountering him now? Like in his dream, in his psychosis.
That's strange, sir. I don't have any recollection of that at all.
You were the caretaker.
I'm sorry to differ with you, sir, but you are the caretaker. You've always been the caretaker. I should know, sir. I've always been here. Did you know that your son is attempting to bring an outside party into this situation?
He means Dick.
Your son has a very great talent. He is attempting to use that talent against your will.
He is a very willful boy.
A rather naughty boy, if I may be so bold, sir.
It's his mother. She, interferes.
Perhaps they need a good talking to. Perhaps a bit more. My girls didn't care for the Overlook at first. One of them tried to burn it down, but I corrected them, sir. And when my wife tried to prevent me, I corrected her.
Oh. He's like he's inspired.
Red Rock! Red Rock! Red Rock!
Danny, what's the matter, honey?
What's he looking at now?
Danny's not here.
Wake up. You just had a bad dream.
Danny can't wake up.
She just needs to pick him up and put him on the snowmobile and get out of there. This is giving me full-on Exorcist vibes.
K1, calling KDK-12. Are you receiving me?
Oh my god, that's the radio. Oh my god. Jack's going to pick up and pretend everything's fine and it's totally not.
K-12. Do you read me? This is KDK-1, calling KDK-12. Calling KDK-12. KDK-1, are you receiving?
I called a while ago about the hotel.
We tried to contact them several times, but they didn't answer. Be glad to try them again later on.
Oh, that's very nice of you. I'll call you back later.
8 a.m. No way, Dick's making the trip to rescue them. Wow, he's that compelled. Okay, Dick to the rescue.
And Charlie, we have what you call your bad day out there.
What you call your heavy snuffs are already closed. The chain law is in effect, as declared as Stockman's and Travelers Advisory for all areas outlying the Denver metro region.
Listen to me for a minute, will you, hon? I'm just gonna go and talk to Daddy for a few minutes. Now, I want you to just stay here and watch your cartoons, okay?
Yes, Mrs. Torrance.
I'll be back in just about 5 minutes. I'm gonna lock the door behind me. Jack?
I'm glad she's got something because I really feel like something's about to go down. Oh no, is this her chance to read the story and it's going to be like, I murdered my wife? Psycho, psycho, psycho.
How do you like it? Okay, let's talk. What do you want to talk about?
I can't really remember.
You can't remember.
I can't.
She needs to knock his ass out.
I don't know.
I don't think that's true. You have some very definite ideas about what should be done with Danny.
Well, maybe he should be taken to a doctor.
When do you think maybe he should be taken to a doctor?
As soon as possible. As soon as possible.
Sorry. It's not funny, but I can't believe how psycho Jack is.
Concerned about me?
Of course I am.
Of course you are. Ever thought about my responsibilities? Have you ever had a single thought about my responsibilities? I have agreed to look after the hotel until May the 1st. Does it matter to you at all? A contract in which I have accepted that responsibility. Has it ever occurred to you? Has it?
Stay with me. I just want to go back to my room. I just need a chance to think things over. Stay with me. Please.
I'm not gonna hurt you. Wendy.
Stay away.
Darling, I said I'm not gonna hurt you. I'm just gonna bash your brains. I'm gonna bash them right the fuck in.
Stay away from me. Stay away.
Put the bat down, Wendy.
Wendy, smack his head. Smack his head.
Wendy. Give me the bat. Ah, God damn.
Yes. Yes, Wendy. Good. Run. Yeah, she needs to lock him somewhere. Oh, she's putting him in the freezer. Come on, Wendy. Pull. 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 Oh, okay. Not the freezer. Storage room. Good.
Hey, wait a minute. Hey, what are you doing?
She needs to hurry up. She needs to hurry up. She needs to absolutely hurry up. Come on, Wendy. Hit him again. Shut the door, Wendy. Shut the door. Thank God.
Open the door!
Yeah.
Let me out of here! Open the goddamn door!
Let me out of here and I'll forget the whole goddamn thing.
Wendy, get up. Oh, she was doing so well.
Wendy, baby, I think you hurt my head real bad. I'm dizzy. I need a doctor.
Don't fall for it. Don't fall for it. Just run. Just run.
Honey.
No. No. No.
Don't leave me in here.
I'm gonna go now. I'll bring back a doctor.
Wendy? Wendy?
I'm so worried.
Yes.
You've got a big surprise coming to you. You're not going anywhere. Go check out the snowcat in the radio and you'll see what I mean. Go check it out! Go check it out.
Did he take the engine apart? 4 p.m. What the hell?
Wendy?
It's Grady, Mr. Torrance. Delbert Grady.
Oh my God. I can't deal with the crazy anymore. I can't. I can't.
Hello, Grady.
I see you can hardly have taken care of the business we discussed.
I'll deal with that situation as soon as I get out of here.
I and others have come to believe that your heart is not in this, that you haven't the belly for it.
Just give me one more chance to prove it, Mr. Grady.
Your wife appears to be stronger than we imagined. She seems to have got the better of you.
Only for the moment.
I fear you will have to deal with this matter in the harshest possible way, Mr. Torrance. That is the only thing to do.
Oh, thank God. Dick's en route.
Red rum. Red rum. Red rum.
Murder.
Red rum! Red rum! Red rum!
Hurry, hurry, oh my God, lift the window. Come on.
Wendy, I'm home. Come out, wherever you are.
She needs to try again. She needs to try harder. Come on, Wendy. Oh my God, he's so...
I can't get out!
Little pig, let me come in.
Come on, yes, yes, girl.
Then I'll huff and I'll puff and I'll blow your house in. Here's Johnny.
Right again. Yes. Dick's gonna rescue you. Oh yeah, they can both hear it. Well, he's gonna see him with the axe and be like,
Anybody here? Hello? Hello?
I'm just so worried Jack's gonna like swing the axe out from nowhere. Oh, it's so eerie. It's so eerie. Oh, and the sound of the wind. I can't believe Dick made all that effort to go all that way and just got annihilated like that.
Danny boy? Danny? Hey!
What the hell? I have no words for how freaky. I'm worried he's gonna run right back into him.
I'm coming!
great party, isn't it?
You can't get away! I'm right behind you!
Everyone's just losing their minds. I mean, everyone. The only sane one, ironically, is Danny. He's going backwards. Clever boy. Clever boy. What's he gonna do? Hurry up, for the love of God. Does he die in the maze? Oh my God, it looks like it. You're joking. That was his fake freezing to death. Can you imagine the manager coming up in May and finding this? Him frozen, his chef dead, a scallop woman like in a bath. Oh my God. Are we gonna see Jack's character in the photo? Oh, are we? Oh my God, we are. What the hell? What the hell? What on earth? What the hell? That ending has just brought about so many new questions for me. Oh my God, I still feel like a shaking mess. I am going to need some time to digest all of that. I can't even, I can't fathom it. Who did the music? I want to know that. Oh, all these different songs. Bela Bartok, Herbert von Kranstein. Crazy. Oh my God. Okay, my heart feels a bit steadier now that the movie has stopped, but that was so much more messed up than I thought it was going to be. I knew it was going to be a psychological horror, but the fact that I couldn't make sense of anything and I couldn't make sense of the ending either, I just feel like more scared of it in a way because there's no sense. There's no sense to the madness. I really like the scene when Wendy found Jack's novel and all work and no play makes Jack a dull boy. I mean, I never ever saw that coming, and it was kind of like the solidifying notion that Jack was a complete psycho. But I also don't understand like how he was there in the photo in 1921 and he was the character who he was with his wife and child. I really like the element that supernatural element of reading people's thoughts with the boy and with Danny and Dick, the chef. I mean, I like that element of it. I kind of wanted the sisters to talk to Danny a bit more and, I don't know, be friends with them or sort of help them find some solace after being butchered on the floor. That was really well done by Stanley Kubrick, like the horrible sudden flashbacks. I could barely cope with that. And what shone for me was honestly Jack Nicholson's acting abilities. I truly think people in real life meeting him after watching this film would think he was a psycho or an undiagnosed schizophrenic. How he played that role so well is a marvel. Wendy, great actress as well, but she did annoy me, you know, how she was just so flimsy with everything and just panicking, and I just wanted her to be more violent. I just wanted her to like be more aware of her husband and that he was a maniac. But she found out in the end. She got in the snowmobile. Honestly, when that drove off, I was expecting it to break down or for Jack to like climb through the window again. But no, she got away. That's good. Love the whole theme with the maze and like how the carpets were all so trippy throughout the hotel, and then that sort of Art Deco style, and then the maze was like that as well. And it was such a striking scene when Jack was leaning over and it was like the maze from above and we saw them as a little red dot moving. That was very much like we were in his thoughts and he thought he had control over them and he was the all-seeing eye and he was God in his life, and he was, you know, his ego was ginormous, and my God, I was a lot more scared than I thought I was going to be. It was a ride. It was such a ride. Yeah, I'm floored by the music as well. If I had watched that on mute, it would have been scary, but the music just added like the most violent minor key string quartet or whatever music it was. At the end, when the like choir was singing and then Wendy started saying all those trippy things. I mean, what caused that? I think it was just maybe her being in solitude for so long. I feel like the hotel had a real weight to it. It made people go insane. That scene when Wendy saw the sort of lion man, Wizard of Oz lion man with the waiter guy, that didn't make sense to me. Absolutely hated it. Hated how scared it made me. I feel like that will give me a nightmare. Forget Jack Nicholson's eyebrows. That scene, it was so random. It was just awful. I feel like Stanley Kubrick was thinking, ha ha ha, like how can I make this more horrid for the audience? I know. And just stuck in these visions. Oh yeah, that reminds me, the woman in the bath. Everything was mind tricks. Everything was for us as the audience. I couldn't tell if it was real or not. I'm dying to know what the novel is like. I just can't believe that was a book first. I really would like to know how it was written. It must have been really layered with how everything built up in the book. The movie created great suspension. I mean, I could barely cope. I feel my heart racing now. Yeah, good movie. I'm definitely only watching that once in my life and that was it. I won't be watching it again. But I did enjoy myself and I enjoyed feeling scared. You know, the fright was worth it. Hats off to Jack Nicholson. What a role. That's a role of a lifetime. It's hard to think he could ever play like a romantic man and, you know, As Good as It Gets or any future films he's played where he's normal. He just fits playing a psycho just so easily. It's the eyebrows. Oh, I feel my heart rate returning a bit more back to normal. Those lanterns are definitely going to be kept on tonight. I am full of the heebie-jeebies. Thank you for watching The Shining with me. If you enjoyed my movie reaction, please give the video a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel if you're not already subscribed. And I'll see you next time for Movie Date with Kate.